Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. I am Nina and I'm here to do a pick a card reading for you guys today. And this reading is going to be about your spiritual gifts. Now, we all have a connection, if we want to, with the divine, but some gifts kind of come more natural to us. And that's kind of what we're going to get more into today. So that's something that interests you, then this is the video for you. Now, please remember that these are general readings, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest, please. They are timeless, so whenever you found them, it was meant for you. And remember to click that like button if you like what I do, and click the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I upload at least twice a week. And I also have another channel where I do channeled work, which will be linked below. Okay, so with further ado, let's get into the reading today. So you have 3 piles to choose from, pile number 1, 2, and 3. And there are 3 crystals to choose from as well. This is a Rhodonite. And this is a green Fluorite. And this one is Petrified wood. So sink into your intuition, ask your angels and guides to guide you. Pause the video if you need more time so you make the right pick for you. I will list timestamps below so you can quick and easy jump straight to your reading once you have made your pick. Okay, so I'll see you in a moment. I'll start with number 1. Okay, removing 3 and 2. So we can start with number 1. Okay, number 1. So if you picked this Rhodonite, then this is the reading for you. I will put it up here so it will be part of your reading. Now, lots of cards to go through today, so we're just going to jump straight into it. Let's see, your spiritual gifts. Or remember, as I said in the beginning, that we all are connected, so we all kind of have the possibility to evolve and to build upon our spiritual gifts. But some of the gifts kind of come more natural, and it can also be that you have not gifts that are particularly spiritual, but other kinds of gifts that are your choice in this lifetime, kind of. So let's look at it. Okay, so the first card is numerology, precision. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, next card you got crystals and healing. Wow, beautiful. Okay, and you also got yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So that might be something, of course, that you do for a living, but also maybe something that you just like doing. I think I'm going to put this like that. So, and then last card here is let go, walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So that might be something regarding your spiritual path. That you have had to go through. Some of us have to go through some or have chosen to experience some stuff early in life that is kind of a heavy, more of a heavy sorts, and that we need to kind of feel that through and kind of experience those things before we can get into our spiritual path. So that might be the case for you guys, is what I feel here. But you got numerology and yoga and crystals. So that might be something that you're already into, or that might be an invitation that maybe this is something you should look into. Okay, once you have kind of felt this through or gone through that first part of your life where you have chosen to experience some of the darkest things maybe, or some of the heavier things, you know. But what they're saying here is that it's important that you kind of feel that through before your spiritual path kind of can grow and nourish. Now let's see if there's some angel messages in this as well. Solar plexus chakra. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Wow, that's a beautiful message. Okay, but there also might be something in your solar plexus chakra that needs some attention here. So you might want to look into that, number 1. Okay, so let's see what else you got. Bridget. Inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. It's a lot about standing in your own power here. That's good. Maybe that's kind of what you have been failing to do so far. Number one, that you have been feeling depleted, maybe you have given a lot of energy into this situation that you've been in before, and that has left you kind of depleted. And that might be also the solar plexus chakra, why that might be emptied of energy. Maybe you need some more energy in there. But it is stepping into your power. So I have a feeling that they're saying that time is now to step into your power. So you also got Raziel, angel, dreams. So you might be actually, yeah, you might actually be getting messages in your dreams here as well. So you also got new opportunities, declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. So this is kind of from the, this is actually from the unicorns. Message from the unicorn. So new opportunities, declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. So with that, I kind of feel it's the same almost as this. You know, declutter doesn't have to be stuff. It can be energy. So there might be some energies left that you need to feel through and release here. And then they're inviting you to step into this power now of these gifts that you have. Another angel card, Archangel Jeremiah. And he talks about dreams again, reflections and visions. So you might be, yeah, you might see clearly, is what I feel. And dreams come up again. So I definitely feel like you're clairvoyant, and also that you might be, yeah, I think you get messages in dreams. So you might want to learn more about the symbolism within dreams and dreams interpretation. So that kind of, I feel like that's an invitation for you if you don't already do that. Definitely crystals, healing through crystals. So you might also work with healing or want to work with healing, and use crystals also in your healing practice. I have a feeling that that is something. With the yoga, of course, you can work with yoga, or if you don't work with yoga or not interested in working with yoga, what they say here is that yoga will be a good practice for you to keep in balance. And that might also have a good influence on your solar plexus chakra. If that needs work, then yoga is a really good practice for that. Now, numerology is, of course, very interesting to know no matter what kind of spiritual gift or practice you do. You know, even if you do tarot, if you do angel cards, or if you do healing or whatever you kind of do, then to know numerology, to have that knowledge is actually a very good extra tool. That's what I would say with that. Now, I have pulled a couple of tarot cards as well to kind of see where you're at on your path and what advice the angels or guides would give you moving forward with this. And I also have another deck of tarot cards we can use. Okay, so let's look at it. You have 8 of Wands. This card says message, but 8 of Wands is, yeah, it can be messages, but it can also be something that take action. You know, something is happening. There is some movement going on here. The other card you got was transformation, transition. Yeah. So that's what I felt here, is that you've been going through something heavy here. You might have gone through the dark night of the soul, or you might still be a little bit in it. So there is a huge transformation happening within you, and I feel like they're inviting you to step into your power, into these gifts that you have, where you're clairvoyant, where you have clear dreaming, you work with crystals and healing, maybe yoga and numerology for you guys. And you might call upon Archangel Jeremiah to help you. I also, of course, Bridget is someone you can call upon. Yeah, I see that's kind of the angels that I see right here. But of course, the angels or guides of your preference, number one. I mean, you must feel into where you are drawn, kind of, okay? So let's do a couple of more tarot cards here, just to see the way forward from this transformation. But with this 8 of Wands, I do feel like the transformation for you can happen quite quickly now. Wait, there was another one that just popped out. The 3 of Cups, which is a card of working together with others. So there might be some others, some community that you could maybe contact or be a part of, that can help you into your spiritual practice or help your practice grow, whether it be you working with it or whether it just be your own kind of growth within your spiritual gifts. So I would say that that might be course, or it might just be a group of people that you know, that you feel comfortable with. You know, you have to kind of take that as it resonates with you, okay? But let's see if there's some more advice on your path moving forward here from the tarot cards, okay? So you got the Six of Swords, which is actually, in this deck it looks kind of grim, but actually it's a good card because it is about moving away from the old and into the new. And that's exactly what the kind of is coming back again around here, that information about what you have gone through that has been kind of difficult and heavy for you. But it tells me that you are moving over to calmer waters here. You're moving away from the old and into something better. Oh, the High Priestess. Yeah, this tells me that you are very connected. You are definitely very connected and very, and also on the bottom of the deck you got the Moon card. So it tells me that you are in contact with your intuition here. So it's a matter of feeling through whatever it is that this is, this heaviness that you've been through, and you're kind of moving into the new, I feel, and you are encouraged to just stand in your power, fill up with energy into the solar plexus, and continue on your path, you know, evolving and strengthening these gifts that you have. Now, I also have some personal power cards. I want to draw one card from there, and then some affirmation cards at the end. So let's see what you get here from this personal power oracle. You got, I reveal my truth. Yeah, stand in your truth. Stand in your power is what they're saying with that. Okay. One more card. I am beautiful. And that's also about believing in yourself. It's about standing tall in your own skin, and it's about believing in your own gifts and in your power, and seeing the beauty, seeing yourself like they see you, because they see you as a beautiful human being and they love you unconditionally. Remember that. So see yourself as they see you, kind of, is the message there. Now let's see some affirmation cards here for you that you can use moving forward. The best is yet to come. Okay, so that is something that you can remember, and they are telling you this is a possibility for manifestation for you. Okay, so they are saying that the best is in the future, that they are promising you that the transformation and this shift will happen. But this might be also a manifestation you can use, or affirmation you can use for yourself. And you also got, I am already what I want to become one day. Exactly. Because it's already in you, you see. It's already there. It's been planted with you when you came into this world, in your DNA, in your lineage, in your energy field. So it is already within you. So what it is it's about accepting it to grow, you know, kind of igniting it to start growing and to start working for you, is what I feel. So that's kind of something you can tell yourself as well. So yeah, I feel like this was very interesting, number one. A lot of gifts that you have. Now look into the crystals and numerology and yoga, as we said here, and the dreams we've talked about. Use these as affirmations for you. I'm already what I want to become. Use that to kind of stand in your own power. I reveal my truth. The best is yet to come, and I am beautiful. See if you can use that. Now, they also said inner strength with Bridget here, so that they're also telling you that you do have the strength within you. So trust that you do, and call upon Archangel Jeremiah if you need some assistance moving forward, number one, okay? Well, that's pretty much all I had for you today. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Until the next time I see you, number one. Bye. Okay, so removing some of these cards here. So we can move over to number 2. All of these can be removed. Sun, and then we go over to number 2 here. Remove number 1. Okay, number 2, so if you pick this green fluorite, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it over here, so it'll be part of your reading. Lots of cards to go through today, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. You got phrenology, certainty, phrenology. Wow, okay. Dictionary, communication. Wow, okay. Some very brainy stuff here. Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. That's fun. Infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Wow. These are very interesting cards here. And you also got twin flame. The answer to your questions involves a spiritual-based romantic relationship. And Lady Nada, heart awakening. Okay. And Uriel, trust. That's beautiful. And Cosmic Sapphire, act with honor and integrity, speak your truth, number 33. About a little, oh yeah, okay, now I'll get to it. And you got 33 again, Hathor, celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. Okay. Okay, that is very interesting. Now, okay. That's that one. Okay. I do have to look something up because, no, that's not the one. I'm so sorry that I'm not prepared for that one. Which, there it is. Okay, sorry. Because that card I've never seen before. And I just want to make sure that I don't tell you anything wrong. So I just want to look that one up, phrenology, okay? So just give me a second. Please be patient with me. I'm so sorry that I have to do this. Here it is. That's what it looks like. Okay, so let's see. If your days are filled with aimless activities and your head is filled with pointless internal chatter and inconsistent plans, stop a while and turn down the volume. When you give in to rest and silence, you are more likely to hear the information your guides are trying to give you. Ah, okay. As you try to ascertain what you should or should not do, use your own head rather than accepting the first piece of advice you're given. Think logically, as it's time to rely on good old-fashioned common sense. Stability in your life is required, so make concrete plans. It also says seek expert advice and research carefully. Okay, so what I feel with this is that, yeah, I had that feeling when I saw the card, but I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to make sure that I didn't tell you anything wrong. So this is, of course, about the monkey mind. It's about you being very analytical, and that's what I said, that I had a feeling it's very much brainiac stuff, also with a dictionary and communication. So I do feel like, yes, you're someone who is very good at communicating, you're someone who is very analytical, and you're someone who is very intelligent. But that might also be a hindrance for you, because you might lose track sometimes of what your soul is trying to tell you. So what they're saying is that you need to balance that. You need to make sure that you are in your heart space. And that's also why the heart awakening card came up, okay? The twin flame might be, for me, that's invitation. For me, it tells me, I'm sorry, this might be significant for some of you, but not all of you. I feel for some of you, the twin flame is your higher self, or not your higher self, but it's not incarnate, okay? That your twin flame is kind of still in the spiritual realm and it's wanting to connect. It can also for some of you be that the twin flame is here, but there is a want for connection here. So you have to take that as it resonates with you, okay? Now, I also feel like because you might have been a little bit too much in your headspace and you're very analytical and intelligent, that you might have a problem trusting in the spiritual realm altogether. So that might be something for you, and Uriel came in with the word trust here, okay? Now, speak your truth. So I do feel like you're someone who aims for the truth all the time. You got also the number 33 here and the number 33 here. Now that for me is a connection with the divine. It's also a lucky number. They're saying there's a career change for you and there's an abundance in that career change, okay? And they're saying celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. So there is a lot of prosperity happening for you in the future. But the thing is, for you guys, I don't see a clear path as to what you're supposed to do. And that, for me, is very rare. With all these cards on the table, there isn't one card that tells me anything about your spiritual gifts. The only thing it tells me is that you're very analytical, very intelligent, and that you communicate very good, okay? And that you're invited to you know, continue on your heart awakening. So maybe you're not ready to know yet what your spiritual gifts are. Or maybe it's open for you. Maybe it's a message of, you know, you can kind of choose where you want to go here. You can figure out what it is that interests you and just go move down that path. Maybe you're a person who is who can do it all, you know, that might be significant for some of you. But for some of you, it might be that you are still in the space where the ego is running the show a little bit too much. And so you're not yet actually ready to hear what it is that you're good at or what it is that your spiritual gifts could be, okay? So this is a very, very strange reading for me. But again, I mean, you have to take this as it resonates with you, of course. But when it comes about, it says truth, trust, heart, and communication. So you are definitely someone who speaks the truth and who speaks from the heart, or will at least in the future. And you're asked to trust in it. And you're a good communicator. So that might be your very special gift. And the way you choose to use it is kind of open for you. If you wanna use it to write and maybe write a book, or to communicate on YouTube, or to speak or to sing, or there is something about communication here. Or maybe you will become or are already a spiritual teacher where communication is key. You know, because the communication can also be the communication with the spiritual realm. It's not just the communication with people. Okay, so that might be your spiritual gift right there. Okay, so let's see. You got also two tarot cards here. The habit, dependency. So that is the same as the devil card, which is again the ego coming in your way. So I feel like that's a big message for you guys. Number two, that you need to get out of your headspace in order to embark on you know, growing your spiritual gifts. And the second card is Ten of Wands, hardship. Yeah. So you might have gone through some hardship and have trouble with trusting that spiritual realm, you know, that the angels and guides are here for you, because you've been going through some tough stuff, and then you're like, excuse me, but where are you guys when I need you, you know? So that might have been something that's kind of stopping your evolvement of your spiritual gifts as well, if you feel that way, okay? So let us just pull some more tarot cards for you guys on where to move forward with all of this, you know, where to go, what to do. And then we have some additional affirmation, manifestation cards and personal power cards in the end here, okay? But let's look at what they say through the tarot cards here. That might be what's something you can do moving forward. So number 8, strength. So they tell you that you do have the strength within you for this shift, for this new way of looking at things, okay? You got the devil card again. Wow. Okay. So I have to tell you, number 2, your ego is coming in your way here. You might be too much in your head. There is something that's been shackled here. You know, you're kind of shackled to your own intellectual intelligence, maybe. Okay, if you're a very intelligent person, you know, you can so easily get shackled within the ego, because the ego, your ego will be so strong because you have all these thought patterns and you think fast, you know, you can make decisions quickly, and you know things, you know, you have knowledge, but that can also be your downfall here if you want to move on with your spiritual gifts. Do you see that? Okay, let's pull a couple more cards here. So there might also have been something within your past here. You know, it might be that you have been brought up this way, and so that's kind of what you're used to, and it's difficult to move away from. Now the 2, yeah, the 2 of Pentacles. So it's about balance as well. As I said here, you need to balance out between the ego and the heart space. So I do feel like they're inviting you to work on that balance. You know, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. So I have a feeling maybe you have been a little bit too much in the human part now. Now it's time to let that spiritual part of you grow and come in, you know, work on letting the light in and work on the heart awakening here. This is what they're saying. One last card, please. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. So there is passion here, you see. There's something wanting to grow. There's something lying kind of deep within you that wants to just grow, and you also have here the Page of Wands as well. So that there's definite passion here. There's something kind of lying under the surface, just waiting to explode and come forward, is what I feel here. So you know, the possibilities for you are endless in that way, right? So you just have to open up for it and start warming up your heart chakra here. Start trusting. Start letting that light into your heart, and let your heart guide the way now moving forward, not your brain. Okay. And also look for who that twin flame might be for you. Maybe there's help in that as well. Okay. So yeah, this is a very special reading, I must say, number 2. It's but let's see what kind of power cards you have here. This is personal power cards. So let's see. I have a higher purpose. Yeah, you have to believe that, you see. Right? Because your ego might tell you that you don't, but you do. This is the message that you do. You do have a higher purpose. So it's time to step into that now. It's time to move away from the only intellectual way of looking at things. Okay? I have permission. Yeah. So give yourself that permission to grow. Okay? It's time now. This is your wake-up call. If you were looking for a wake-up call, then this is it. Number 2. Okay? It's time for you to step into your power. You have the strength here. Okay? Call upon Hathor if you need help. Maybe Lady Nada. Of course, angels or whatever spiritual beings, that is your preference. But you don't have to walk this alone, you know. You can have help. Now, let's see. My desires are clear and are manifesting as planned. So this is something you might tell yourself, okay? My desires are clear and are manifesting as planned. So just allow it to happen, okay? Last card for you. The more I give, the more I receive. So that is a balance card again. See number 2 and also the coin. So again, that is about the balancing. I would say the opposite way around. The more I receive, the more I can give, because you don't want to deplete yourself. You want to keep that balance in your energy, right? So for you, number 2, it's very much about balance. It's about balancing your energy out and your energy in. It's about balancing the heart with the head. So it's about finding that balance in your life. You know, where if you want to evolve those spiritual gifts, if you want to discover what those spiritual gifts might be for you. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I had for you, number 2. This was a very interesting reading for me. So I must say, and so ask for help from the people you trust, and I wish you the very best moving forward, number 2. And thank you so much for being part of this reading today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Till the next time, I see you, number 2. Bye. Okay, so moving these cards away so we can get into the next one. There. Lots of tarot cards here today. Okay, removing all of these. So we can get into number 3. Okay, number 3. So if you picked the Petrified wood, then this is the reading for you. I'll put that up here so it'll be part of your reading. Now, we have lots of cards to go through today, so we'll just jump straight into it. Augur, mastery. Wow. That's beautiful. So that's Indic, Hindu, yogic kind of. Ornithomancy, omen. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. And energy healing. Wow, your natural healing, energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Okay. Author. Wow, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Okay. Wow, these are interesting cards, I must say. Let's move on. Ascended Masters, powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. Beautiful. And the Divine Director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Okay, and you got the Raziel, faith. And you got shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive, pay it forward. Okay, and the last angel card here is Goddess Isis. Resurrection, magic, and fertility. Okay. Yeah. Okay, listen. Yeah. So, for me, the feeling I get for you, I mean, energy healing, that's a given. I do feel like you have healing abilities, most definitely. And you look into, you know, what it is that you can author. It can also be, it doesn't have to be writing. It can be also speaking, you know. It can be a YouTube channel. It can be teaching. It can be any way where you kind of convey a message, okay? So it doesn't have to necessarily be just writing. But what I do have a feeling with this here, that's a very interesting card for me. And I have to also read a little bit to you in that guidebook. Just a moment. I just have to find it. Okay, just a moment here. Where is it? Here. Okay. Do not ignore your intuition, messages, or signs. Think before doing anything that will take you from your true path. Someone is not being honest. This is not a time for new ventures. Do not move forward at this time. So, you know, that's kind of, it's kind of an, well, not a warning, because I don't like the word warning. It's telling you to be alert. So, yeah, I do feel like what it is telling me here is that you might be someone who has the old gift of what does it saying, the old knowledge of omens, of seeing the omens, of, you know, knowing the symbolism of the old is what I feel with that card. Okay, it is a lot about, you know, someone like in the old days where, you know, witches were kind of burned on the stake because of their knowledge of remedies and flowers and, you know, those kind of things. So I feel like there's an old knowledge in this card. That's kind of my feeling about it. So either you might be someone who already knows about those kind of things, or you might be invited to read up about those kind of things, okay? So, and with this card right here, because maybe not everybody knows about augur, so this is a wise person. So the divination meaning of it, you're a gifted medium. Don't be afraid of your natural connection with spirit, is what they say here. So there's a mastery card. So for me, you know, it's about mediumship, and it's about you knowing kind of that what I would call the old way of understanding mediumship and doing mediumship, and maybe the old way of doing tarot, you know, that you know about all the symbolism in tarot, you know, that's kind of the old wisdom of that kind of way of doing things, is what I would say. You know, as I said, what the witches got burnt for in the old days. So, so just to have that understood, because it doesn't really come forward just by looking at these cards. So that's what kind of why I had to use the book and explain that a little bit. Okay. Now, also healing is, of course, your ability and author, as I said. Speaking to people, you can be a teacher, you can be someone who is expressing this knowledge to somebody else, okay? Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Now, Ascended Masters, you might be also someone who is in contact with the Ascended Masters or use Ascended Masters in your daily life, or you're encouraged to use them or to start listening to them, is what I feel here. They're asking you to have faith regarding something, so you must take that as it resonates with you, and they're showering you with blessings. So it's a really positive reading altogether, I must say, number 3. You also got the card of the Divine Director. Now, the Divine Director is, I know some people think of the Divine Director as God or as the creator, but for me, the Divine Director is very much a spiritual being that is in contact with all different star beings, and who is kind of someone who holds them all together, or orchestrates meeting between them and such things as that. So for me, that tells me that you might also be in connection with star people, or you're invited to maybe open up for that in the future. Now let's look at this card. That was the goddess Isis. So you might also feel a connection to Egypt, or to the energies of the pyramids, or to the magic of that way of thinking, of that energy. Okay, they're saying also fertility and resurrection here. So yeah, I do feel like you're someone who is living several lives, not just one. I don't say previous lives or reincarnation as in previous, because for me, time is non-existent. So previous lives is actually lived at the same time as this one. So, but what I say is that I feel like you are in different lives. You're not just in this. Okay, so you must take that as it resonates with you. Okay, so let's look at the tarot cards you got. You got Two of Swords, which is about choice, but it's also about confusion and not seeing things all too clear right now. So that might be a situation you're in right now. Seven of Wands, bravery. So stand your ground is that message of that card. Stand in your power. Don't be afraid to show your true self. Speak your truth, you know. Don't let anybody tell you any different. But also, I hear also be open for new knowledge though. Okay, because I do see that you know the old ways, but there might also be some new ways that might be interesting for you to look into. Okay, so be open for that. There's always growth. As long as we're here, there's always room for growth or for new knowledge. So let's look at some more tarot cards here. Let's see what you got, number 3. So you got the Five of Pentacles. So you might have felt that, yeah, regarding this confusion, you might have felt left out or pushed aside by somebody a little bit here in the past, or maybe that's the situation that you're in right now. Maybe because of your beliefs, or maybe because that people think that what you believe in is not the way they believe. But then remember that all truths are true for the person who is experiencing that truth. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with anybody's truths. It is what it is. It is what you have chosen in this lifetime, and somebody else might have chosen something else, and that they are equally beautiful. So there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, now you also got Three of Cups. So there might be a union of some sort, or some some people that you know, or there might be a course that you might want to take. There might be some sort of community that can help you move forward with your spiritual growth or spiritual gifts. And we also got the Chariot here. So that is very good news. I feel like you are moving into something very beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Queen of Wands, which is, of course, someone who's very spiritual and kind of on top of her game here. So I do feel like you are definitely heading into something very solid, very good, showered with blessings. But there might be something you need to let go of, need to change, maybe something new you need to learn and open up for, is what I feel here. Number 3. Okay, so let's look at some personal power cards for you guys. Let's look at some personal power cards. Okay, you got, I am curious. Yeah, as I said, be open for new knowledge. Okay, that's definitely a message from them regarding that. And also you got, I deserve respect. Yeah, so I mean, that's beautiful. And as I said, you know, stand tall, as you got the 7 of Wands. So you stand in your truth and you stand in your belief system. Yes, you know, don't let anybody pull you down. But at the same time, just be open for new knowledge, okay? So also some manifestation cards here. 2 of those as well to close off this reading today, number 3. So let's see what you get. I take inspired action towards success. And you see, again, it's a writing thing here. So definitely some of you are supposed to kind of give the word out to other people about what you're doing. And take inspired action towards success. So yeah, I mean, if that was something that you were confused about, if you should take that step forward now, then this is kind of the message for you saying, yes, it's time, okay? Now you also got, I am ready for true success. I mean, success again, that you're ready and you're getting blessed here. So I do feel like this, if you had a question regarding should I move forward with something, then I definitely feel like this is a solid yes for you guys from Spirit, okay? Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had for you, number 3. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And click the bell so you get notified every time I upload. I hope this made sense for you. I thought this was really fun. It was a different reading for me. A lot of interesting things came out. So definitely fun reading. I will probably do more of these in the future. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today, number 3. Until the next time I see you.